X-Ray Tango, Northwest Illinois, calling CQ.
November 5, X-Ray Tango Charlie.
November 5, X-Ray Tango Charlie. I hope I have the call sign correct, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just turned the radio on and had it on this frequency and heard you calling CQ, so I thought I'd give you an answer back. I think you're about a 57 into the state of Virginia, Victor Alpha, QSL.
Yeah, 5 business. You're about a 5759 into Illinois. Name is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo. Sir, go ahead.
Roger, I didn't copy the call sign because I grabbed the mic when I heard you calling CQ. Could you give the call sign, please?
Yes, sir. It's Whiskey 9 Zulu X-Ray Tango. Whiskey 9 Zulu X-Ray Tango. And again, located in Northwest Illinois. Go ahead.
Roger, copy you there, Nicholas. The name on this end is Scott Sierra Charlie Oscar Tango Tango. The working conditions right now are ICOM 7410 into a G5 RV up at about 30 feet, and we're barefoot about 100 watts. How about yourself? Over.
Well, I'll tell you what, Scott, that 7410 is sounding great, without a doubt. The rig here is a Yaesu FTBX 1200 with the coaxial dipole up about 30 feet with 100 watts. Scott, back to you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, your signal's up to about a 59. Real good modulation, real clear. Sounding really good from your end. How's the weather this evening there in Illinois? Here we're about 36 degrees, and we're going to be about in the 60s tomorrow. Over.
Yeah, 5 business, Scott. Well, it's pretty much about the same. Well, not right now, but I think this weekend it's supposed to be up around 55 to 60 degrees this weekend. So it's just a great into winter and into spring. It's just we've had such a mild winter, Scott. I can't tell you how it's so nice to have a nice mild winter and going into spring and just I'm going to go out this weekend and at the end of February. It's just unheard of in Illinois. Anyway, Scott, back to you. 3410 is really sounding great and holding up really nicely. N5XTC W9 Zulu X-Ray Tango. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks for the flowers there on the radio. I appreciate it. Yeah, somebody's tuning up over the top of us, but we're getting through that no problem. Yeah, this is my first winter in about 25 years. I moved from Arizona to South Texas and then here to Virginia, so I haven't experienced winter in a long time. And they say this is a mild one, and I'm appreciating that. So far, not bad. We'll get some snow once in a while, and then it's followed by 50 or 60 degrees, so you can't beat that. I wanted to ask you about your dog there. Is that some kind of lab, or what kind of dog is that?
Yes, it's a yellow lab retriever named Sam. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, I've raised a couple of labs, and they tend to be a really hard dog for about the first 3 years, and then they're the best dogs you ever owned. I almost wanted to kill my last one named Daisy, but boy, she ended up being one of the best dogs I've ever had, you know, after you get through that period.
Well, I tell you what, Scott, he's been pretty decent. He's 9 months old right now, and he's doing good. He's not as hyper as some would be, but I've heard the same thing, Scott. It's almost like a Labrador is a teenager until about 4 years old. I've heard that from many folks. But he's doing good. We're still breaking him in. And I have 2 young children, and one's 18 and they kind of broke him in a little bit. Great personality. A little unruly at times, but just a great dog. Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I don't have my lab anymore, but I got a poodle mix right now and a Jack Russell Terrier, and a couple dogs up in Denver still. So, you know, after these though, I'm done for a while. I'm on my ninth dog, and you know, I've always saved them and all that kind of stuff. But I got to take a break after these two. Over.
Yeah, I said the same thing too, Scott. We lost the Beagle before we got Sam, the Labrador, and I said the same thing, but the kids and the wife talked me into getting this Labrador. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, I always end up doing something, but I'm swearing this time it's the end. I got to do some traveling and stuff like that. I need a couple year hiatus so I can go to Europe and Asia and do all those things I don't get to do anymore. Over.
Well, I tell you what, Scott, as long as you don't have anybody talking you into getting another canine unit, I think you'll be able to do all those things. But Scott, your signal's still holding up really, really good. And I'm kind of interested how you like the 7410. I was looking at that radio a couple of years back, and I almost got it. And I was on an ICOM 718 at the time, and I decided on this Yaesu. But man, that radio looks like ICOM really did a good job with the 7410. Anyway, back to you, Scott. N5XTC W9 Zulu X-Ray Tango. Go ahead.
Roger, Whiskey 9 Zulu X-Ray Tango, November 5 X-Ray Tango, Charlie. Yeah, you know, the contesting station, one of the big ones up in Alaska, they have all these radios in their contesting station, and you know, it's a pretty good bang for the buck in terms of what they got in the box there with all the filters and everything. And I really did my research before I bought it. It was my first HF radio, and I'm pretty happy with it. So so far so good. I've had it a couple years. I also have next to it an ICOM 7000, and I really love that radio because it just does everything. So I can't be happier. Over.
Well, like I said, I don't think you can. Well, first of all, Scott, I'll say this. I don't think you can go wrong with any modern rig that's out there now. I think the 7410, the Kenwood 590, and I would say the Yaesu 1200 would be in the same relatively price range. It's all great rigs. I mean, they all have so many features that in that price range. And you know what? Here's the thing, Scott, too. I look at. You know what? I don't care what rig you're on. Get on the air, have fun,
yep.
And that's what it's all about. That's certainly what it's been about for me. I got my ticket back in high school back in the early 80s. So, Scott, you know, it's just that when I get on the air, I really try to make a difference and make somebody smile or just have fun. And that's why I got my ticket in the first place. Scott, back to you. N5XTC W9ZXT. Go ahead.
I'm in total agreement there. I try to keep ham radio a pure hobby and keep it fun. I try to keep it from being work and all that kind of thing, which is why I don't get into too many of the clubs that do too much of the work stuff. It's a hobby for me. If I want work, I've got work. So I really love the hobby. I started in the CB area, you know, in the 70s and had a base station back then. I could have never imagined I'd have a radio like this someday and be able to talk to you in Illinois from for the state of Virginia, you know, and really, truly love the hobby. The only thing I miss, I'd say, with these ICOMs is I miss the old analog S meters. You know, this is all digital kind of stuff, but I'd love to have an analog S meter radio again.
Well, me too, Scott. And with this 1200, I'll tell you what, I'm not kidding you. It's got one of the best displays with the fake analog meter that I've seen. And you know, I agree. It would be nice. And I mean, the high-end radios do have that type of situation with the analog meters. But you know, it really was not a deal breaker with me. But I don't know. Everybody's different, and they have their idea of what the ultimate radio would be. So I've had so many junk radios and old blue anchor, so to speak, radios, Scott. Not too much stuff bothers me with the rig. And audio stuff, a lot of guys are into that. And well, I mean, just kind of like what I said before, just get on the air and have fun. And if you like the rig and it sounds good, hey, run with it. Scott, back to you. W9ZXT, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said there. Which Yaesu did you say you have again? I forgot.
It's the FTDX 1200, Scott. The 1200, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a great radio. That's the one that has that sort of simulated S meter. I really wanted that radio for a while there. That's an impressive radio, and then they make the 3000 as well. I really like the way they've styled that radio and all the colors on there and everything else. That's a nice radio.
Well, I tell you what, Scott, I think it is.
It's cheap now too. $1,100 bucks.
You know, I was really kind of worried about the menu.
Wow, that's cheap.
I'm not used to those. But it was relatively easy to figure out. And audio-wise, I tried to set the EQ up where I think it sounds halfway decent. The microphone is a Behringer XM8500, and I have the EQ set up where I have some of the bass rolled off. Well, it is what it is. So hopefully the audio is doing the trick. So, but there again, I don't know. Everybody has their receiver set in a different way nowadays. So it is what it is. It's a $20 Behringer XM8500 microphone, Scott, and the EQ setting. The way I have it set right now is some of the bass rolled off, and hopefully I'm going for clear, articulate audio. So I don't know if I got that, but it is what it is. N5XTC, Whiskey 9, Zulu X-Ray Tango. Scott, go ahead.
Roger, they really got that rig priced down pretty well there at Gigaparts. With all their discounts, they're selling it for $1,049 right now. That is super, super cheap. And they've got my 7410 right now down to $1,300, which is also super cheap. Boy, you know, these things are going down, down, down. It makes you want to get another one over.
Well, I tell you what, yeah, they are definitely marketing these.
I paid 15, almost 16 for it. Yeah, Roger, they got a bunch of discounts. Mine was $1,609. They got it down to $1,304. Heck, they're selling used for not much less than that on QRZ sometimes. So that's a pretty good steal. Yeah, your Behringer's sounding really good. You got plenty of bass there. You got a bassy voice, but you got plenty of bass in it. Not too much bass and not too much treble. I say you got that thing set up pretty good there. Over. This is November 5 X-Ray Tango Charlie talking to Whiskey 9 Zulu X-Ray Tango.
You know what? I'm surprised, Scott. Actually, well, maybe I have more bass in my voice than I think, but like I said, I do have a lot of the bass rolled off, and a lot of guys run these EQs with a lot more bass and a lot more bandwidth bit in certain, you know, with the highs and mids and the lows.
That's right.
And I don't know, I'm trying to find a sweet spot. But there again, Scott, audio is so subjective, it's not even funny. So I don't even worry about it as long as you can hear me and I'm clear and articulate. That's the one thing I'm, you know, going for. So hopefully it sounds good. Every rig I hear sounds good. I'm not an audio guy, so I'm just getting on the air and having fun. Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm the same way. There's guys out there that are really, really heavily into that audio stuff, and they're running all kinds of stuff to do it, and they hear all kinds of things that I don't hear. So I never wanted to get into that much. I'm like you. I just want to be heard and have it sound pretty decent, and other than that, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I almost got the ICOM desk microphone over the weekend. I've never had a desk microphone, but I thought I'd try it, but I read the reviews are pretty good. But I'm still with this. This is a stock mic here for this ICOM.
Well, Scott, when you say the stock mic, are you talking about the hand mic?
Yeah, Roger, it's the ICOM HM36. I'm using the hand mic that came with the radio. I've kind of done that with all my radios. I kind of like the hand mic from the old CB days. Over.
Oh man, I tell you what, don't even worry about it. Just keep the hand mic. For God's sake, I mean, guys spend $300-400 on a mic. And I'll tell you something else, Scott, that really is interesting with these new radios. I mean, I can set my receiver to have more highs and lows. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. I mean, it really is. And people that pay a lot of money for outboard expensive microphone, especially with the receivers that these new radios have, you can adjust that too. So I guess what I'm saying is I can adjust your tone of voice to what I like. I have to go in the menu to do it, but I have it right now, so I can hear people really clear. But isn't that something, Scott? You know, back in the day when I got my ticket, it was all just, hey, making contacts. Nowadays, it's all about audio, and it just blows me away. But it's cool, though. I like it. I'm not saying it's negative, but it's kind of neat to hear people do that. But they get carried away with it, and then people get mad, and we certainly don't want that. But you're sounding great with that HM36. Doggone it, Scott. Man, it sounds great. Great. N5XTC, Whiskey 9, Zulu X-Ray, Tango. Scott, go ahead.
Hey, if you don't mind, I'm making a YouTube video of this contact. You don't have a email there on QRZ, but the email is good on my page. If you want to send me an email so that I have yours, I'll send you the link to this YouTube video when it uploads, if you don't mind that. Over.
No problem, Scott. What's the YouTube video? Is it with your 7410?
No, it's just I just hold the camera up to the radio and post some contacts on my YouTube page. So it's nothing fancy, but you'll be able to hear yourself coming through over here pretty good.
If you're doing a YouTube video, we'll just keep talking, and folks can hear the FT-DX 1200 with the cheap Behringer XM 8500 microphone.
Let's get 20 minutes. I'm going to upload it. We're clear.
Anyway,